Breaking news. Welcome to today's headlines. How terrorists intend to attack churches, markets. Ipob speaks. How terrorists intend to attack churches, markets. Ipob speaks. To my dear listeners from wherever you're listening from, please stay tuned as I read today's news. The indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob, has sent a warning to Christians in the southeast to beef up security, alleging that terrorists plan to launch attacks on churches and marketplaces. Ipob spokesman Ima Powerful stated that it is the plan of the terrorists to replicate the attack on the St. Francis Catholic Church in Owo, Ondo State, across the southeast. Speaking via a signed statement by him, Powerful said the terrorists would disguise themselves as Christian converts who have been disowned by their families. We, the global family of indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob, ably led by our prophet and indefatigable liberator, Mazi Nnamdi Okuchukwu Kanu, have deemed it necessary to once again alert the Christians and the general public that Fulani people have devised another means of attack against Christians, churches, and non-Muslims in Biafra land. The information contained in the intel received from our intelligence unit, the M branch, is that they want to replicate a similar or deadlier terrorist act that was unleashed in our Catholic Church, Ogun State. We advise Christians and other religious leaders to sit up, be on alert, and be security conscious as strange-seeming worshippers of non-Igbo ethnicity would infiltrate their midst to commit havoc. They must be on the lookout for Fulani-looking persons that may come to join them in pretense as converted Christians. Do not also be deceived into thinking that Fulani don't speak Igbo, dress like Igbo, and behave like indigents because they do. So many of them were born and brought up in Igbo land, and they know not just all nooks and crannies. They also understand all events and their seasons. These terrorists and bandits have flooded Biafra land, especially the commercial cities like Aba and others in Abia State, where Pastor Kumuyi had chosen for his aborted crusade. They parade themselves as having converted to Christianity and have been rejected by their Muslim families in the north, which for us is a tragedy waiting to happen. They now attach Christian names to their names as religious tricks to have you accept them. Examples are Emmanuel Kabiru Sule, Matthew Christian Shehu, John Lewis, Kassina, and others. They tell very pathetic stories that touch the heart of people of conscience, like the Igbos. Please don't allow them They are terrorists and bandits. Christians in Biafra land should know that they are the next target, and they must take absolute security precautions as their plans are deadlier than can be imagined. Churches must introduce tighter and properly detailed security measures. Do not fall for this Fulani hoodwink. They are in our midst now. Always return home early, recognize and note the people and things around you. These Fulani bandits have earmarked business places. All market leaders are advised to beef up their securities because market, where our people stay and do business, are another important target for Fulani bandits. They have encircled everywhere, but they will fail. And nobody should entertain fear because Ipob ESN is waiting for them. However, be sure to take precautionary measures. Don't be too quick to point or direct a stranger to your pastor and your reverend fathers, or rabbi, or any other worker in your church. In the meantime, avoid night out and late night meetings and programs. Dangers ahead are too enormous. Be ready for what is to come. Be afraid and report suspected movement to Ipob offices around you. We must bring them down. They will not succeed. We have been encountering some of them at night and day, Powerful stated. The indigenous people of Biafra Ipob have sent a warning to Christians in the southeast to beef up security, alleging that terrorists plan to launch attacks on churches and marketplaces. Ipob spokesman Emma Powerful stated that it is the plan of the terrorists to replicate the attack on the St. Francis Catholic Church in Owo, Ondo State, across the southeast. To my dear listeners, now we've come to the end of our today's news.